I suddenly asked Mom if she ever had an abortion. Mom froze on the spot. That secret from 10 years ago was only known by her and Dad.
Honey, who told you I had a baby die in my tummy?
She told me she died in your tummy.
Her eyes instantly filled with tears, and what I said next broke her even more.
What does she look like?
Like Cassie, but a little smaller and hair like yours. In heaven, this little girl came up to me, and she wouldn't stop hugging me.
Tears streamed down her face, but she tried to stay calm and asked me again, what was that baby's name? I said she never had a name, because you never gave her one. The memory of that pain crushed her. For that baby they lost by accident. They never even knew if it was a boy or a girl. They never even had the chance to give her a name. This is a true story. Not long before that, I had a sudden fever. My parents tried everything to cool me down, but nothing worked. At the hospital, they found out I had acute enteritis. My whole abdomen was infected. The doctors told them to prepare for the worst. Dad broke down in the lounge, lashing out in anger. Mom picked up the phone, calling friends, begging them to pray. At that moment, everyone stopped what they were doing and prayed to God. And then, a miracle happened. I was out of danger. I survived. But after I got out of the hospital, I started acting strange. One day, when Dad took me past the cemetery, I suddenly spoke up.
You had a grandpa named Pop, right?
That's right.
He's very nice.
You saw Pop? You saw my grandfather? You saw him. Where did you see him?
In heaven?
My words shocked him. Looking at my little face, he needed to know if it was real. He rushed home and pulled out a photo of Grandpa, asking if that was who I saw. I shook my head. I said it wasn't him, because in heaven, nobody wears glasses. Dad suddenly realized something. Then he dug through the storage room and finally found an old photo of Grandpa when he was young.
That's him. That's Pop. In heaven, everybody's young.
Hearing my response, Dad choked up. Could heaven really be real? That night, he couldn't sleep. He sat by my bed, asking me to tell him more about heaven. I nodded. I told him when the doctors were operating on me, my spirit floated above the room. I saw the entire surgery from above. I saw Dad in the other room, kicking over a chair in anger. I saw Mom on the phone, calling everyone she knew. Then a man in white led me into the light. The next night, Dad came back to my bed again. He asked me what God looked like in heaven. I told him God's hands and feet had scars from nails. Right away, Dad thought of Jesus, who died on the cross and rose again. So he brought a church book and showed me pictures.
Did he look like that?
The clothes, not the face.
Then he turned to another one and held it out to me.
This?
No, Jesus has light eyes.
What color?
Bluish or green.
In that moment, Dad